Yo, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you how to remove the rear bumper cover on your Honda Civic. Start out by opening up your trunk. And we're going to have to remove these covers right here on the inside of the tail light. The bumper has a bolt that's underneath here, so we're going to have to get this off. And to do that, you're going to want to take I like using these plastic pry tools. That way we don't scratch anything. You probably can use a screwdriver or something if you want. But at least with these, you're not going to nick the paint or anything. You can get these pretty inexpensive off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get these. And so what we're going to do is we want to take this cover, we want to come straight out with it. So you can pull this rubber seal off, that way we can get kind of in behind here to help it. But I like to start off on the top here, and we want to kind of pry out on it. And then while we do that, we're just going to help it along with our other hand and kind of pull on it and pop that off. And that pops these pins from here, and then these alignment pins also from here. And then we're going to go ahead and remove this bolt right here using a 10mm socket. And do the same here on the other side. And next, come around to the side of the bumper, and there's two Phillips screws here that need to come out, and there's also one that goes vertically from the bumper into the quarter panel that also needs to come out. And the screw down here, when you go to press your Phillips screwdriver into it to unscrew it, the bumper kind of wants to flex and push away, and it's easy to strip out. So when you put the screwdriver in, just go ahead and reach your other hand around and grab a hold of the bumper and kind of pull it towards you a little bit, and it makes it easier to break it loose. And now we're going to take that same plastic pry tool we used earlier, and with one hand we're going to pull out on the bumper and just put a little bit of pressure on the bumper, pulling outward away from the car. And then with the other, we're going to use a plastic pry tool, and we're going to get between the bumper here and the quarter panel, and we're going to pry on the bumper. And you can see that little slit there in the bumper. That's where the bumper snaps into the spacer, and the spacer is a bracket on the quarter panel that holds the bumper in. So we're just going to work our way up the bumper, snapping the bumper loose from the spacer. And when you get to the tail light, there's one underneath here right there that I snapped loose also. And now we're going to go around to the other side and do the same thing. Next, we're going to climb underneath the bumper. And here on the very end, there is another Phillips screw. And then in the middle of the bumper, there are two bumper clips that need to come out. And for these, you can either use a clip tool, which is something that looks like this, or you can just use a regular flathead screwdriver. And I'll show you how to use both. For the flathead, we're just going to pry a little bit on one side, just kind of wiggle it back and forth like that on the middle portion of the clip. You don't want to get too crazy, just pry a little bit and then go around to the other side and do the same thing, and just work your way around the clip kind of going slowly. These clips on the bottom of the bumper here, they can get pretty grimy. If you try to pry a whole bunch on one side, you'll end up breaking it. But if you work your way around, you can typically get these out without breaking them. If you do break them, it's not that big of a deal. You can get replacement clips for pretty inexpensive off of Amazon, and I will link to those in the description below also. And just keep working our way around, and then once that middle part starts to pop out, you just want to grab a hold of it and yank out on it, and it clips out. And when you go to put the clip back in, just make sure it's all the way out, put it in, and then press the middle down, and then you're clipped in. And for the other clip here, we'll just use the clip tool. You know, so I'm gonna take these prongs and get them around the middle of the clip, and then just pry out, and it pops it right out. And now we'll slide over to the end of the bumper here, and on the side we have another Phillips screw. And now we're ready to take the bumper cover off. So just come around to each side, and we're gonna grab a hold of the end here, and we're gonna kind of pull out on it a little bit, just get it past the tail light, and pull out, and then just pull directly back on it. And same with the other side. And then just pull the bumper directly back. And it comes right off the car. And if you're looking for a video on how to put the bumper back on the car, I have a separate video on how to do that, and I'll put a link to that in the description below also. But that's it, guys. That's how you take your bumper off. Thanks for watching.